listen, you and I have always talked about creating the next big Saturday morning cartoon. I know Saturday mornings are technically dead, but I think we can do this. And I figured, why don't we try improving another certain ID that's out there right now?
All right. I can stick with that. But for waking me up early, it's going to be something that goes against what you like.
Okay. Lay it on me. What am I? What am I doing?
Frozen.
You're serious?
I'm serious.
Okay.
But let's wind this back a little bit here. This is Disney. Disney has, in some ways, always had some really good cartoons for them, right?
Oh no, Saturday. When I was younger, one of my favorite channels to watch was the Disney Afternoon with Darkwing Duck, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. We recently have the new DuckTales that was rebooted. It's out.
Oh, and it is glorious, isn't it?
It's almost like it started its own little universe when you think about it.
It did, and in so many of the right ways. Shout out to who is it? Is it David Tennant or Matt Smith?
It's David Tennant.
Shout out to David Tennant. You play a marvelous Scrooge McDuck. But see, I don't think we're highlighting on one of the other things that Disney was actually known for. They did have some dark cartoon in it. Not 100%.
Are we talking about gargoyles?
Yes, they had gargoyles. Which opens up another idea here with this Frozen concept.
So let's see. If we were to recreate Frozen, I actually had some ideas. It would be imagine Elsa. I imagine that because she was kept inside her room the entire time, I imagine it would have done some stuff to her, like psychologically.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shut in, pale skin, it all works. But I mean, to her, it's like her parents' word is law, but she wants to go outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you think about it, this was basically the this was an X-Men movie. It had like all the makings of like an X-Men movie. Parents are kind of ashamed of their daughter or son, whatever, because they're like immune. They have these powers. They're afraid of what could happen to them. Society may be against it. They try to keep them indoors, and people shun them.
They use rock wizards. Although that's not really X-Men. That just sounds like a typical Wednesday for me, but that's not the point.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Nothing that the rock wizards won't make you forget.
Yeah, that was the one confusing thing to me about Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Was the only way to heal her frozen heart was to make her forget about magic.
Oh, you mean her sister?
Yeah. So when they had to heal Anna, and the only way to do it was to make her forget magic. And I'm just like, how does that work?
I don't know. It's a movie about acceptance, and both good and for bad. So doesn't that go against more of the theme? I mean, I'm sure people will say otherwise, but I just don't get it. I am liking this form that you're building up. It's not, stereotypical female form, but it's nice. It's nice. It's solid.
So my idea for this so far is, I imagine if Elsa was a shut-in and she apparently in the movie is a singer, what if she would sing to only herself? She would like make music, mm-hmm. and she would write songs about it. Like, you have your typical, you have that Let It Go song. You have Don't You Dare. Don't you dare. I know you're not physically here with me right now, but I will teleport where you are and smack you.
Joke's on you. I already know how to teleport.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, I imagine instead of just a singer, what if she also like played a guitar and she made the guitar out of ice?
Ooh, I like that. But here's something that I want to go with, and this, sure. We won't be getting coloring down, but I want to make a note of it. I mean, I don't want to give you more work than needed.
No, 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 no. We're building a character. So like if we were to recreate Frozen, if we were making our own story, I would like instead of giving Elsa the stereotypical weird frozen ice dress like every other Disney princess, we actually gave her something a little more like because I'm not even gonna give her like the dress. I was thinking more like what if we gave her something like
A hoodie?
um something like that, yeah. And instead of the long hair that she has, we gave it was
I mean, here's the thing. Take away the braid from her hair. I like how her hair is styled. Even with the braid, it's fine. But without the braid, I like the style of it. Kind of that swept back, spiky look. But if you got different
oh
ideas,
I
I'm all open.
oh I ha- oh that well you see I was actually gonna keep one of the braids.
Oh, that's
I'm,
fine. But let's have that down like the side of her face.
yeah,
Oh, excellent.
that was exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking she keeps one of the braids. Mind you, I'm just thinking up. I'm just trying to do this from memory. I don't remember the exact braids, how they looked.
No, but this is not the Elsa that people know.
Hmm.
But I mean, she's forced to stay inside. Clearly, she's going to want to sneak out.
Oh, and she does.
Oh, yeah, totally. Wait a
I
minute.
fi-
I,
I
I
feel.
think we're forgetting something, though.
What are we forgetting?
Well, no, I mean, because you're busy with this, so it's perfectly fine, but she needs to have something. A cat.
So instead of Olaf, she makes a frozen cat.
I was just going to say it's just a derpy cat, but that works.
A derby cat.
Like he has an orange nose and like his and he's funny looking like and she has like a oh, do you know like those big fluffy white dogs? Like
Yes.
Somalian or whatever they're called. I definitely butchered that.
It's like
Oh,
those big fluffy dogs. Which
like
ones?
they're white, straight up ears. They kind of look like a shepherd, but they're big and white and fluffy.
Let's see. I'm thinking tank. I'm thinking like
Oh,
a
a
tank top.
samoyed. A samoyed. That's
I have honestly never heard of
okay.
that kind of dog before.
Okay, then you know what? This is going to be simple.
I
Uh,
know there's someone listening to this right now, just like, how could you have never heard of this dog?
It's so adorable and fluffy. I just sent you the picture for your phone, so
Oh, that dog! It looks like a fluffy little pupper.
yes. But so she has a derby cat
Hmm.
and one of those, and that one's Snowball, like the giant snow monster that she made.
No, all right, we can change it. So, okay,
And
okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. I know how we can fix this.
okay,
Okay,
is it
so
like that part that is shaved, but the rest of the hair like goes over it?
okay, so we'll have no, we'll have the one braid. It'll go on the side right here,
Mm-hmm.
like going down, and then the rest of the hair we have it pulled. The rest of her other hair is pulled in the back.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll do that. We will have
Like, and this is like, I mean, even if the hairstyle isn't perfect, it's not necessarily her fault. She doesn't know much about fashion or anything. She's not been outside.
she just knows what she's read from like magazines and such like
That her mom, just randomly picks up for her on her way home from work. Like, that's the other thing we have to point out here.
after being a queen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, we're redoing this, so I'm thinking, what if her mom and father, her mother and father, are CEOs of companies? I mean, they had to lock her away. They can't spend much time with her, so she doesn't know much about the world going on. And so, like, her parents try to make up for this fact by, like, oh, we're gonna raise you like a normal teen. Here's some magazines, and
Like
here's some music.
I'm thinking, even though she's like kind of out there, like the way she's dressed and kind of goth, she still kind of wishes she could be out there and free. That's the point of all
Yes.
these. That's the point of all. That's the point of these songs.
Now, here's the thing.
Hmm.
The reason why I suggested the hoodie was because what if, like, because of her lack of ability to use her skills, like she can make stuff out of ice, but her body temperature is always so cold that she has to wear a sweatshirt just to keep herself like neutrally warm.
Oh, I like that. Oh, okay. I see what you're selling. Yes.
Like let's say like if Iceman never really fully controlled his powers, but and like he was always giving off this cold that was affecting his body.
Okay. I have an idea for the hoodie. What if instead of like a regular hoodie, like it was um you ever watch the Flash show?
Oh, are you thinking like a hoodie
I'm
with like a superhero mascot built
Oh
in?
no, I'm thinking remember Captain Cold?
Yes,
How
yes, a parka.
that's
Captain Cold's
yes.
parka. Yes, yes. In
That's what
fact,
I'm
in this universe, like superheroes and cartoons like that are real, and like Captain Cold is her favorite.
Captain Cold is her icon.
Yes, like just the
And
cartoon.
that's why her parents try to keep her in. It's like you are not going to go see that Captain Cold. But mom,
No, no, like it's still comic book and everything. But like to her, it's like Captain Cold is so cool because like he might not because like in the New 52 when that was the big thing, like he had fused with his ice gun, and like so he
oh,
actually
that's
had the
right.
power to shoot
Yeah,
ice out
that
of his
was
hands.
that was a thing. I forgot.
There we go. That perfect.
And here's our Elsa.
You know what? I like it. I really do.
Anyway, so we have our Elsa.
Yep.
Uh, she I think needs a buddy. I think she needs an Olaf.
All right, now let's get this. All right, so like I said, I think Olaf would be a fun derpy cat.
Now it's would he be a snowcat?
Yes.
Okay.
Like we already agreed, like the dog is a real dog, but Olaf is a snow cat. It'll be like Tom and Jerry,
Okay.
voiced by Danny DeVito.
Just
Hey, I'm
Danny,
a cat
just
here.
just Danny DeVito out of freaking nowhere.
Oh goodness. Yes, 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 yes. I'm liking
Well, if
this.
it's Danny DeVito, I have to make him like kind of grumpy looking.
Or confused, like the heck. And like he honestly,
Oh
like
wait, I
because
have
of
a
how
better idea.
cold her room is, he literally cannot leave. So it's just like, great, she's out doing something and I can't make, I told her 2 words, stay in the house, stay in the house.
Look, if you're gonna go out, at least get me some sardines or something. I literally cannot leave your damn house. I
Exactly.
will melt. What are you doing? Get your sword.
I don't have a sword. I said get the sword.
That's what happens when Hans breaks in. Get the sword, Elsa.
And Hans just kicks him and he's like, hey, my head's over here. So I'm thinking that this also, because it's with gargoyles, there's got to be some of that dark stuff too. So, like, granted, they are in a city known as Arendelle.
Now, I'm just thinking, since the cat is made out of snow,
Can you make it look a little lumpy?
that's. I'm also thinking, like, I should probably give him. Should I give him a branch as for a tail?
Yes.
Like, almost like how Mimikyu has made up, has like a. Wait, I got it. Wait, I got it. I got it.
And that will include some of those classic Disney, like adult jokes, like, "Hey, whoa, my tail's sticking out from somewhere it shouldn't be."
I'll shove my foot right where. Well, I'll give you a hint. It's where the stick is.
And
And let me tell you,
He's like Eeyore. He constantly loses it.
why are you so angry? You'd be too if you had this thing shoved in your ass.
Well, granted, it is Saturday morning, but it's like around 6, so we got to make sure that we censor some things.
Well, let's if this is like Kids WB, if they played it till like 11, I think it was. I imagine this would be playing at like maybe, yeah, like let's say 10 a.m. That's when they played Batman Beyond. Well, that wasn't that what it was? Like they would play the really kiddie stuff. Like I remember they played Jackie Chan Adventures early in the mornings,
Hmm.
and then later on we would get the Batman v Superman Adventures. We would get Freakazoid. We got
Runs around in underwear. Freakazoid. Freakazoid.
Oh my God, I want that show. I miss that show so much. I know like speaking of reboots, we were talking about how DuckTales made the comeback.
Mm-hmm.
They're already talking about Animaniacs making a comeback. Do you think like Freakazoid could come back?
I think so. The thing is that Steven Spielberg is spearheading this once again.
I missed when he did cartoons. He made so much great stuff. He was honestly one of my biggest inspirations when it came to creating cartoons.
Oh yeah, no, he created like some great stuff. But that's because as the producer, he's like, look, but you know what? It's the important thing here. He gave his audience more credit than others do. Nowadays, cartoons don't give their audience credit.
They kind of talk down to certain people.
Yeah, no, and I think like in a discussion we had over on Super Famicom,
Mhm.
Steven Universe gave its audience more credit than most shows do. You'd be mad too if you couldn't enjoy the taste of a warm sardine.
Look, every time I eat them, it goes through me. Like literally through me. Do I need to add anything else to him or
Honestly, like, let's be fair here. I know you're a perfectionist, but this is perfect.
okay? Then that's our cat. That is our Olaf. That
I
is our
love it. I love him.
Danny DeVito Olaf.
And to be fair, it doesn't have to be Danny DeVito, but it has to act like Danny
It
DeVito.
has to be something to Danny DeVito. Like on the last choice, I would think would be. I was gonna say Ryan Reynolds. I don't think he could pull it off for our character that we're looking for.
To be fair, though, he pulled off Pikachu. Alrighty. So we've got a cat. We've got our Elsa. What do we need here? Do we need a villain? Okay, so ready for this? Because this is the only build that can fit the description. Give me the new adventures of Batman Joker build. Now, clearly, Hans also has to be evil in some capacity, but he's not a metahuman or a super powered human like Elsa. He
So
kind of goes with
we're saying so he should have like his own. He should have some. Yeah, he should. He's gonna need something that would make him stand up from like other villains, and especially like he's got to look like a real threat to Elsa, like because like yeah, otherwise
Well, what was the
we
villain's
know that
name in Gargoyles? Xanatos?
oh my oh you're gonna hate me for saying this. I don't remember only because like it's been years since I've seen that show. It's been years since I've seen a lot of really cool cartoons.
Okay, yeah, his name was Xanatos. His name was David Xanatos.
So so are we? Wait, are we giving Hans like a different name, or is
No,
he
no,
still
no,
Hans?
no, no, no. I'm just letting you know what the name of the villain was.
Okay.
So, but like
I
he's a
thought we were gonna.
businessman.
So for a second, I thought you were gonna like call him like Hanatos.
Ooh. He had to change his name when he fled his original home.
Let's see. Do.
Well, see, like to me, even if it was a villain who had that name, when I was a kid and I heard like my name mentioned like Sam, like I was really excited to have a character with my name in a show.
Oh, I know the exact feeling, and the first time I got really excited was was it actually in Power Rangers?
Yes, there was someone named DJ.
Uh, well, it was I don't not DJ, it was Dylan.
Oh, Dylan, Dylan.
That's
Oh,
what
right.
that's what
Sorry.
it
I
was.
actually know people who just go by their initials like DJ or.
Well, it wasn't just the fact that he was also well, that's what the DJ stands for. It was a nickname. It's just been a nickname that's been stuck with me for a very long time since high school. I don't even remember how it got started, but I remember that my name because the way it's my name is spelled, it's D-Y or not D-I-L-O-N instead of D-Y-L-A-N.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that they had a Power Ranger and it was spelled named Dylan and he was written and his name was spelled that way, it got me so excited. I was just like, yes, and he's the most badass character in the show.
Which Ranger was he?
This was the Power Rangers RPM.
Oh yes, RPM. Oh
The
my lord,
the
the one
post
that shouldn't have been amazing.
the one where it was like a post-apocalyptic world where the bad guys essentially won, and it's all humanity trying to protect itself.
Yes, the one that shouldn't have been as good as it was.
Oh, there was multiple reasons why it was good.
I know, but there was multiple reasons why it shouldn't have been. Like from what I heard, I might be thinking of Overdrive though.
Mhm.
Like the guy who wrote the entire story was given just a vague background. Like he had never written, like he was aware of Power Rangers, but he had never like been, like seen anything. So and it was supposed to be like this final hurrah. So he's like, okay, I'll just go full throttle with this thing.
That was partially true. There's actually someone actually recorded his statement where he was asked to work on Power Rangers, and when he saw the Japanese adaptation Go Onger, when he wanted to see what he was working with, he essentially started kind of flipping out a bit. He goes, "What the hell? They have anime eyes. How am I supposed to spin this?"
Can I just have like the chest brought in a little bit more?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't want him to be like this jacked villain,
Okay.
because Lex Luthor kind of, for all Lex Luthor is, he kind of created like that I am a well put together, work out everyday businessman kind of thing. With
Mhm.
Hans, I want him to have that appearance that, like, yes, he looks like he's fit and everything, but he also looks like he's holding a knife behind his back.
He always has that one arm behind. We don't quite know why.
Exactly. Like, is it because he lost his hand? Is it just another thing? We don't know. And it never shows him from behind. It shows him from side views, but it will never show that one hand. No, I like that because small quirks like that are what make you remember good villains. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like the Joker always had his smile and his sadistic nature. Lex Luthor was a businessman who always wanted to try and buy Superman. Hans, however, always has that one hand behind his back for some reason, and no one knows why. Because of that whole thing, I just saw something cool. Have you seen the Ultimate Spider-Man?
Oh, the cartoon? Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember Tombstone?
Uh-huh.
This guy has done business with Tombstone.
I was gonna say, how is this part of the Marvel Universe? But then again, Disney owns them.
Exactly. That's what makes it perfect.
What did his hair look like? It was like a,
Oh,
was it like a, s- was it, s- I'm probably getting this wrong. I'm
there wasn't
trying,
a swirl in it.
it was like,
It was more of at an angle. Okay, so hold on. Give me a pompadour look. You know what? That's not bad, but okay, but that upturn, make it a downturn.
like that.
Yes, that looks villainish.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't we just, something kind
There
of like
we.
that.
You know what? I'm sorry, I have to say this. Kind of go with what the hair looks like on your avatar a little bit and make it evil looking.
Wait, so basically, draw my hair, but make it more evil.
Yes, so okay, there, perfect. Okay, now straight up. Yes, add the angles. Add angles. Angles are evil. There we go. There we go.
Okay, yeah, there we.
That's villain hair right there.
God, he looks like. He looks like? It looks like I made a very evil Joey Wheeler. Oh, yo, what are you talking about? I mean, I take over a kingdom. I make my own duelist kingdom.
Joey, you don't even have any money. Yeah, I focus on that later. I just first have to kick the people out. Joey, I don't think the Pharaoh would agree with this. Yeah, the Pharaoh's dead. Freaking deal with it.
The funny thing is, someone's gonna probably criticize that. I would argue, go read Yu-Gi-Oh! Season Zero, see what Joey was like before,
Yeah.
and then,
Tell me that he might not have
yeah,
been a villain.
tell me he still wouldn't be a villain. What the hell's going on with my wake? What the hell's going on here?
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
See, da 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 da.
I'm really liking this.
So he is yeah. So he's gonna be more of a villain right here. We're going
Now,
to.
the thing about him is, though, is like I said, he's not like he doesn't have any powers, but he's got that like edge to him.
What if we made him? like very intelligent, like he
Lex Luthor.
yeah, exactly, like Lex Luthor, Brainiac. He has the combined forces of essentially he is the intelligence of Lex Luthor, but plus the evilness and the bruteness of Tombstone.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Meaning that, at some point, some idiot does try to punch him. He just catches the fist and he's like, and like he goes on this spiel like, I may dress in it. I may dress in a suit. I may be an executive. And like he just, breaks the guy's wrist and while making the guy go to his knees. But I also have a very steady workout regimen. And person, no, but and like he just goes through that because to me that is the most sinister thing. Like he explains, like you know what I mean. Like it's that calm, cool collectiveness.
Yeah, and like there's other villains who underestimate him constantly, and they learn that's their first and last mistake.
Yes, yes. Like this is why Tombstone is like, if this guy in Tombstone are actually shown to have been at like we'll say Elsa's father's throwing like some tech gala or something, and they are both there, and like some random villain will try to like disrupt it, and they'll see Hans there and Tombstone and just leave, and just like you'll hear Tombstone quietly be like, even I stay away from him.
You couldn't kill a man. I just did this morning, and it was my own brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have two. I still have like six left.
Yeah.
How many? Hans? Yeah, Hans had a lot of brothers, right? He
I
was like
think
the
so.
youngest. Like, I think I remember he was the youngest of the bunch. I'm trying to remember. There's a bunch of Disney fanatics right now listening to this. It's
Oh yeah, no, no,
correcting me as we
and look,
speak.
we're gonna say this now. Like we like Disney stuff. I mean, Frozen's okay. I don't have any major problems with it.
I do.
I know you do. I know you do. We're
Anyone who has seen any of the podcasts on Super Fancom knows my infamous history with Frozen.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
we
just
had a very long discussion about this, and that's also what brought out about our food, Chris Hemsworth. So
saucy abs Hemsworth.
sausage, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, no, but that's what first started was sausage. It started with Chris Hemsworth's saucy abs,
Oh
and
yeah,
then we got Sausage Thor.
yeah, because fanboy thought you were saying Chris Hemsworth's sausage.
Listen, I like Chris Hemsworth, not that much. I want to make her a little bit smaller. I think Hans was taller, if I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
he's got to be taller. So then,
There is at one point when he is just smashed in the face with that ice guitar, though, and it shatters.
oh my God, I love this. I really do.
I'm so glad I pitched the idea to you because I think the second I thought of it, you were just like, yes, yes, tell me more. Yes.
Well, first it was let's do something like with Frozen. Oh no.
But let's remake it. Yes. Go on.
Remake it. Go on.